This senior stray appeared on a family's porch. Then they realized he kept hiding his paws. With no home to go to, Buster the Ginger Tom wandered from place to place, seemingly hoping to find something to eat in upstate New York. But while scavenged food was no doubt good for the cat's hunger pains, nothing would have helped the soreness that the senior stray had developed in late 2017. No one knows what happened in poor Buster's life that ended up making him a hobo at the age of 10, but chances are it wasn't good. You see, cats are generally creatures of comfort and would be unlikely to choose the life of a stray. In fact, Buster was having to cope with constant pain. Indeed, every step he took in his wandering ways was likely making him suffer terribly. It's impossible to say how long the feline had been enduring his ailment. Yes, just one look at the animal's apparent expression of pain would give away his torment and distress. And then there was how he placed his paws. The old boy would hide them from an onlooker's view, as if he was trying to protect them. Nevertheless, the tomcat was evidently a trooper and struggled on with his life on the open road. As much as he tried, however, it got to the stage where Buster seemingly could not squash the pain from his suffering furry feet. And those steps led up to the porch of a family home in Ontario, New York. Jackie Cerami lived there with her husband Tony and their 2 little girls. When she saw her visitor on October 28, 2017, the animal-loving Cerami gave the stray something to eat. The soles of Buster's feet were a mess, and Cerami knew that he needed immediate help. Consequently, she scooped up the stray and took him on a 20-mile journey to the town of Fairport, New York. This was the location of Lollipop Farm, the Humane Society of Greater Rochester. The animal welfare charity is quite the large-scale operation, too. As it outlines on its official website, Lollipop Farm has nearly 100 staff members and more than 600 volunteers. This sizable workforce enables it to care for around 10,000 homeless animals each year. The whole venture is dependent entirely on financial support from the local community. And now, as Cerami arrived with a very distressed Buster, one of the community was dependent on its caring services. So the shelter's veterinarian staff gave the Ginger Tom an examination. That's because the end result of the pododermatitis is painfully inflamed paw pads. So it's little wonder that Buster was in such sorry state. Dr. Anne-Marie McNamara works as the vet at Lollipop Farms and talked about the disorder in a blog on the group's website. In fact, in extreme cases, the disorder can even cause the unfortunate sufferer's paw pads to split open, leading to bleeding and ulceration. Poor Buster was such a case and provided an unhappy example of how severe this condition can get if left untreated. The experienced staff at Lollipop Farm knew that the ailing Buster's road to recovery would be a long one. So, with Cerami unable to offer the pussycat a permanent home, the animal shelter helpers began the healing process straight away. In addition to having new dressings put on his wounded soles every day, the feline was issued with tiny kitten mittens to protect his healing paws. However, despite the excruciating pain he was in, the good-natured furry fella showed no signs of aggression. During the Tom's treatment, the staff at the center gradually got to know Buster well, and his agreeable attitude touched them. He's gentle and affectionate and definitely a purrer, one worker informed the cat-fancying website Love Meow in December 2017. Happily, his condition improved so much, after a short while, Buster managed to escape the confines of his dreaded protective coverings. As the Lollipop Farm staffer said to Love Meow, at this point in his healing process, Buster no longer had to wear his mittens constantly. The Lollipop Farm helper explained, Buster did have a habit of removing his mittens, probably because his paws were itchy. But with these protective items gone, the next thing to go was Buster's cone of shame. 3 months after Buster arrived at Lollipop Farm, the center's veterinary staff gave him a clean bill of health. His paws are feeling so much better, a spokesperson informed Love Meow. In January 2018, Lollipop Farm had a cheerful New Year update to celebrate on social media. Buster went home today, it proclaimed on its Facebook page. The post went on, "We're so excited to share with you the end of his long journey at the shelter." Buster's proud new owner is local animal lover Karen Wilkinson, who already shared a home with 2 dogs, Seymour and King. Nonetheless, Buster seemed to settle in swiftly. Wilkinson continued, "He's a very friendly kitty." She also revealed that Buster will have a very special role in the household. "He will join my 2 pups in giving pet therapy to foster kids that come through here," she explained.